Well, good evening. Noswonky here. Well, it's very warm today. It's quite hot.
Really?
I almost only wore one pair of socks.
Almost.
But I did wear two pairs. Might even take this off later.
It's rock situation.
Yeah, check the rock situation. Did you hit any rocks when you drove in?
Huh? You will.
Wonder if the Egyptians had these problems when they built the pyramids. No, the Egyptians.
Egyptian?
You know, they built the pyramids.
Yeah, that's right.
They had to move a lot of rocks.
Yes.
It's probably a very similar situation to this.
No, they're very neat.
Yeah, they had the additional problem of having to cut them square. Today I've oiled this section of the deck, just 6 boards. I've actually cleaned up to about there, up to there, and that part I haven't cleaned yet. But I thought I'd just oil 6 just to see how it goes. Because even after I've cleaned them, they don't look perfect. So I just thought I'll just do a small number, see how they look after a day. It's a good day to do it though because it's quite warm today. Well, I'm taking a picture of what looks like a fire off in the distance. It's a bit hard to see on this video. I can't zoom in on this. Just a moment. I'll take a still picture and zoom in. Hello. It's very exciting, isn't it? Just to see a fire.
Yeah.
We can't really see the flame though. We can just see smoke and it's glowing orange. Well, the reason I noticed the fire was because I was out here observing with my telescope, and I'm looking at something extremely boring or very exciting. Depends how you look at it. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, is our observing night at Lyndon, and it's also the public astronomy night at university. I'm going to go to both. I'm going to go to the university first and finish there probably about 9:30. Then I'm going to go up to Lyndon, which is on the way back anyway, on the way home. And the reason I'm going to do that is because there's a very exciting event happening, an astronomical event. It's an asteroid occultation. That is when an asteroid, which is just a lump of rock in space, passes in front of a star and blocks the star for a short time. Now, there's a couple of guys in our club who are, very heavily into observing occultations. So what they do is they observe the disappearance of the star from multiple locations, and they time it very accurately to within fractions of a second. And with that information and with their exact locations on the surface of the Earth, it's possible to calculate the shape of the asteroid, also to improve the calculation of its orbit, and also refine the position of the star. But the most interesting thing is calculating the shape of the asteroid. And in fact they can get better results than with the best telescopes on Earth for certain asteroids. So this is a type of astronomy where amateurs can actually contribute to the body of scientific knowledge. I'm just looking at the fire. It seems to have gone out now just in the last couple of minutes. So anyway, there's this asteroid being occulted. The star is being occulted by the asteroid. Tomorrow night, that is Saturday night, It's actually after midnight, so it'll be technically Sunday morning at about 12:30, and so several people are going to be there observing, and one guy from the club's going to be using the big 30-inch telescope. Now, I may assist him with that, or I may observe it with my telescope. But anyway, I got my telescope out tonight so I could find the star and, get familiar with what it looks like in the telescope, because it's a very dim star. I mean, it's not something you can see with your eye. And I mean, even in my fairly large telescope, it's not very prominent. So this is why it's a good idea to do it the night before, to practice, basically, because it can be very, very difficult to find an inconspicuous star.